obviously change the quarterback. Obviously, he's throwing the ball around really good. So just got to prepare for whatever's going to be thrown at us.
What's your philosophy when it comes to scoreboard watching? Is that something that you want? You want to know how the Vikings and Bears game is going during your game, or is that something that you try to guard against?
I mean, the biggest thing is we have to win. You know, if we don't take care of business, then it don't even matter who wins what game. And if we don't take care of business, then we'll still be, you know, talking about this next week, cleaning out our locker. So, you know, we need to take care of business on Sunday.
Fletcher, why do you think you guys are playing your best football of the year, really when it matters the most?
And you know, I think guys just realized that hey, you know, we no matter what happened, you know, no matter what's been going on, you know, this season's been up and down, and guys realize we still have a chance, and guys just keep strapping, you know, just fighting and you know finding ways to win.
How about the defensive line and leading the defense in the biggest moments, especially in the second half when you guys are able to shut down the run?
I think the biggest thing is, I mean, just us just collectively, man. We always talk about it, and we always want to be the engine of this team. We always want to be the group that every other position look at and say, man, those guys came to play today. And, you know, we just go out and try to show it every Sunday. We always just try to be the first guy that, you know, spark everything. And, you know, like I said, man, just bring the energy for this team.
You mentioned, are you going to take a peek at the scoreboard? Because, I mean, it has a lot of effect on what's going on, and I'm sure they've admitted in Chicago they're going to be taking a peek. The coaches are at the game with the Rams and see if they're still, you know.
I mean, the biggest thing is, man, we have to take care of business. We got a game to play, you know. And obviously, you know, somebody might say this, you know, or, you know, no matter what happens, you know, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, we got a game to prepare for. And, you know, we have to win. We need to win this game right here in order to get into the postseason. And I think that's what's most important to this locker room right now.
What's the importance of defense in getting Jordan back?
It's a lot. It's a lot, you know, having Jordan back. And obviously, you got another guy that can play every down. And, you know, having Jordan back is, you know, it's just I'm always just used to his voice back there. You know, when you get a different guy back there, you kind of got to get used to his voice and, you know, used to the way he do things, the way he break the huddle, the way he set the calls. And, you know, having Jordan back is, you know, he's the Mike backer, so he's the guy that's making all the calls and, you know, just being used to that voice.
Coach Peterson said that he called Coach Nagy to talk about this game coming up. And you probably still have some friends at the Bears. Did you reach out to any about their game against Minnesota this week?
No, man. No. We just like I chop it up. I chop it up with him, and I talk about we talk and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everybody know they play the Vikings on Sunday and stuff like that, and so those guys just decided to. You know what I'm saying, be in the playoffs, and they we got to go out here and get this W because that's Coach Nagy's IMO, it's to win, he like winning. He love winning football games, so that's that.
I know he said, I think the quote was that he's going to be smart when he's watching the scoreboard for the Rams game, maybe pull guys if it looks out of reach. Do you know anything from the guys that they plan on playing to win, or did you get any sense from them?
Nah, I ain't hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing or and guys over there we be around football so much when we call each other we don't even talk about football sometimes. I mean sometimes we do, sometimes we just be like, how you doing, bro? Or how your family doing? We just checking up on each other. We ain't really checking up on oh, I heard you watching the scope. Nah, we ain't doing none of that.
Didn't even discuss it. That makes sense.
Yep.
How do you kind of balance the fact that it might be a helpless feeling knowing that even if you guys win, you still need help from somebody else?
I mean, we can just control what we can control. Yeah. And right now, our biggest focus is going 1-0 this week again. You know what I'm saying? And keep it rolling, keep that same intensity, keep that same energy, and go 1-0 this week. And whatever happens is going to happen. As long as we handle our part, we just hope that it, the cards are in our favor.
First and foremost, for you, how do you approach this week, knowing that you can win the game, but still not possibly make it into the playoffs?
And just approach it like any other week. I think, and as a team, I think that's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We are just setting our mind on playing and going to the playoffs. So that's how we kind of approaching. I know for special teams, that's my role, and that's how I'm approaching for sure.
Have you been in this situation at all in your career?
Like a game going in?
Yeah.
No, this is probably the first time, which is cool. So I'm excited for it.
Now, you've been in Chicago before. Do you have any old friends who you can reach out to be like, look?
Nah.
Favors?
I got some friends over there, but I ain't reaching out to those guys. I'm going to let the games play out, man. Hopefully those guys do their thing and they play well, play a good game. And we take care of business on our side.
You played Washington not even a month ago. What's the difference between that team then and the one that you're going to face this Sunday?
Well, I mean, I think we just got to be prepared for anything they're ready to bring. With them not, making it to the playoffs, I think they still have that hunger inside them to come compete and can play, and on all phases. And I think that's what they want to do, stop us from getting where we want to go. So we just got to keep playing well and keep playing as a team, and I think we'll be good.
From a defensive standpoint, you're facing another mobile quarterback, Josh Johnson, taking over there for Washington. How much does the experience of playing guys like Deshaun last week and guys throughout the course of the season, Cam, Mariota, help you for this game?
Oh, man, I think it helps tremendously, especially just preparing for those guys. You kind of get the right mindset, and you know what you're getting into. So for a lot of these guys, with the guys rushing, the guys covering, it's just you kind of build that mindset over the, playing different quarterbacks, and it kind of helps you. So I think, the guys will be prepared, and coach got a great game plan going in.
You guys shut down Adrian Peterson outside of that one run in the first meeting. So does that weigh on you guys' mind? Are you like, he got that one on us?
I mean, we just got to stop the run. I think that's every week. I think we're going to the week. What I learned is that's the first thing is stop the run. So regardless of who we playing, we flushed that play after it happened. So it's kind of one of those, stop the run like always, and that's the first thing.
So you didn't even get 100 yards at the end of the day.
Right. So stopping the run is big, man, and as critical that was, we still kind of, did what we had to do. So.
Looking back at the tape from this past Sunday, what was the biggest key in stopping the run? Because outside of Deshaun Watson, they couldn't get anything going on the ground.
Guys just, doing their jobs. I think guys around just did their jobs and trusted each other, and guys played with demeanor to get off the field, stop the run, and have and set the tone. So I think that's kind of what the mindset was stopping the run this week, and how it's been the whole season.
It seems like in the last month, you guys have done a much better job of getting takeaways. Yeah. Was there any kind of turning point for you guys, or something that kind of sparked what's happened in the last month?
Honestly, just with this veteran team and having these guys up here, and guys being committed to it, I think just having a group of guys who's committed to trusting the process and playing hard, and as opportunities come, I've learned in this league, once you make turnovers, they come in bunches. So just having something to play out there and going after each week has been driving guys to go out and make more plays. So that's been good for the team.
What does it say about Doug Peterson that this team was? You're smiling already. That you guys were at one point, I think it was 4-6. You just lost to the Saints. Yet you've rallied to get yourselves in a position that you could make the playoffs. Still, what does it say about the job that Doug has done in the last month?
It's just a great job mentally, I think, helping us kind of be prepared each week, going into it knowing the situation, knowing what we have to do, and just kind of keeping our minds on that week and getting better. And I just feel like with a team, an older team and a veteran team, you kind of know as the season goes on, you play your best ball at the end of the year. So, and I think a lot of these guys know that and prepared to do that. So just him kind of reiterating that to us throughout, going into this last month really helped us.
If you win, there's a chance you can get in, but your hopes contingent on someone else doing the job.
I think the focus is just win, man. Control what we can control, and I think that'll take care of itself. Can't really go into a game worried about something else that we can't have no control over, really. So I think we just got to focus on us and let that determine at the end of the day. As long as we win, it'll determine itself.
Even though Jordan came back, you were still the primary linebacker in terms of making the calls and working those sub packages. How does that change going into this week, knowing that you've been very comfortable in that role and the defense has had success the last couple of weeks?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. We haven't decided what we're gonna do yet.
Do you know if you're wearing the mic this week or?
This week, I don't know yet. Okay. I won't know till later. It's just it was like one of those things, depends on health and all those type of things.
In terms of Washington, you played them just about a month ago. Obviously, a lot different than its first meeting. What are you seeing when you look at this team on tape now?
Obviously, got a mobile quarterback now. Somebody, and he's been doing a tremendous job for him, man. Being able to get the ball downfield, scrambling, keeping plays alive. And obviously, the run game is what it is, which we always knew about with Adrian Peterson and Chris Thompson. So you see the dynamics. You see. Obviously, they got a quarterback who just got there, so you can see them. But you see the progress each game from that position. So you can see. So you can see some of the things that they're doing and that they want to do in the scheme. So
you worked as a spy a little bit against Deshaun Watson. Do you think that might help this week going against a similar quarterback in terms of the mobility standpoint?
Yeah, always. Anytime you get an opportunity to be able to, kind of spy those guys and keep them in the pocket more so. So that way our defense can be able to get good rushes and be able to attack and not have to worry about a guy just scrambling loose. They can just continue with their power rush, speed rush, or whatever that is. And that is the key factor, being able to do that with these mobile guys. So.
Is Adrian Peterson still the focal point? Is that the one guy that you have to eliminate?
Sure. You got to eliminate the run. That's setting up everything, the play action, which is what Josh is really good at. And the screens and whatnot, things like that. So you definitely got to eliminate the run and make them one-dimensional.
When you go back to the first game, he did have the 90-yard touchdown run, but yeah, he didn't cross the century mark in yards gained. So how do you guys look at that going into this matchup? Do you feel good about you're able to limit him, or do you say we got to make sure that he can't get that one big run against him?
Yeah, that's what it is. We can't afford one big play. So everybody got to be on the same page. I mean, that one run was crazy, and it pretty much gave him a lot of yards, obviously.
Yeah.
But the rest of the day we were good. But that's the difference. So we got to eliminate that one play, man, and continue to play out like the rest of the game, the whole game.
Do you have any friends in Chicago you've been calling up this week?
Only person I know over there is Trey, man. But I mean, I ain't even reached out to him. I ain't even reached out to him. But I'm pretty sure they're going to do whatever they can do, whatever. I'm not even really convinced about them, man. Hopefully they go get the win, that's all. Yeah. But I'm not, my week, I'm focused on Washington, really.
Have you been in this situation at all in your career?
Nah, first time. Last year was my first time going to the playoffs. And then, this being having a chance still in the hunt, rather. So it's interesting for sure, but I definitely would rather be locked in.
Yeah.
So
will you be scoreboard watching before the game?
Not
before the game, but obviously like halftime and things of that nature.
I might check it out. It's just human nature, but I'm not gonna be worried about it so much. I gotta focus on my game.
What we trying to do is just focus on winning this game. And then, obviously, they're going to put it up. We're going to see it. But, at the end of the day, we try not to get distracted off what's our goal is to win, because we got to win in order to, give ourselves a chance. And so we just been trying to worry about that. But we understand that, you're going to take glimpses and, we're going to be real with ourselves. But it's not going to be something that the emotions of the game is back and forth because of, the score.
There's obviously some big changes to this Redskins team from the last time you played them. Number one being the quarterback. What's different when you look at them on film now?
They run into the quarterback strength. They run in the offense based off their quarterback, and he's fast. He can run. Just somebody that could beat us if we let him. And so we got to make sure that we do our number one thing, and that's stop the run, stop Adrian Peterson, because last game he got a 90-yard run, and they ended up not getting 100 yards, but at the end of the day, we know how explosive their offense is, and we just got to make sure that we get numbers to the ball and do our job.
Teams always say you want to be playing your best ball in December, and it looks like you guys are playing your best ball in December right now. Why is that?
It feels good because I feel like we got some guys back in there. Like you see Sproles, he's going off right now. We had some guys that was injured that's back and that's helping us, and on top of that, people is learning to work more together, and I think, we're hitting our stride right now. Hopefully we can, get into this thing.
You talked about your playoff chances. How do you feel about your playoff chances right now?
I feel great, let's go Rams. Hopefully they don't sit their starters. The Bears don't sit their starters because the Rams is beating 49ers. But, you know, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm into it, you know, because I want us to give ourselves a chance, and that's win the game. And then obviously the Vikings do have a big, you know, chance, you know, against the Bears. But, you know, at the end of the day, I like our chances as long as we go out and take care of business on Sunday.
How important is it to focus, BJ? How important is it for you guys to focus on what you guys have to do first and foremost?
Oh, it's important because that would be a tragedy if you going out here worrying about another team and then you don't even take care of what you supposed to, and that's go out there and try to win against the Redskins. So I think you know, we just got to not get all caught up in it. Let everything take care of itself, but we got to take care of business on Sunday.
BG, your hope is obviously to play in January, and who knows what's going to happen in the future, but has it crossed your mind that this could be your last game in the
year? Oh yeah, for sure. You know, every day is just, even right now, I'm just like, man, you know, dang, you know, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, I don't know for real. I just know it could potentially be, and I understand that. And, you know, it's going to be emotional, but at the end of the day, hopefully we can get into this thing so we can prolong it a little more.
Nick talked about how emotional it was walking off the field for the last time as an Eagle, possibly here at the lake, or rather at the lake. Did that cross your mind then as well?
At the link, yeah. The wife had threw it out there before I went out. Play as hard as you can, baby. This might be the last time. You know what I'm saying? Just because, I mean, realistically, you know, it's just like it could, you know, and things happen so fast. As soon as the season is over, we out of here, you know. So it's not like. Hopefully I get to, you know, say goodbye to people as I come in, you know what I'm saying, if that's what it's going to be. But, I mean, I'm not putting that out there because I'm still here, we still here, and we still got a chance to go do this thing, and then everything else take care of itself.
It's not just you in that situation, obviously.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of guys in there with a similar feeling this week. Does it feel odd this week because you don't know if it is your last?
It is weird, man, because, you know, we waiting on somebody to lose, and then we got to win. And then our season could be over after this game, even if we win, you know. So it's so much that goes into it. And then on top of that, I got so much in my locker from being here for so long. It's like, man, I still don't even, I'm in denial because I still ain't cleaned up nothing. You know, so I'm just hoping that, you know, the denial is real as far as hopefully I ain't going nowhere.
Is it, I don't know what the right word is, but the last time you were in this situation, you kind of weren't as established in your career.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel different now because of
Oh
all
man, it's so different, so different. You know, I'm just excited to what's to come. You know, hopefully, you know, we put ourselves in this thing, and then, you know, sky's the limit on what happened. Hopefully that could change a lot of the, you know, what it is as far as how we play if we make it in the playoffs, and then, you know, you just never know, man. I mean, because I see a guy like JP who's been here a minute. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, they got some tough choices to make, you know, this offseason out, and hopefully, you know, I'm a part of the choice of, you know, still being here.
How you feeling?
I feel great. Yeah.
What have you been doing? We talked to you a few weeks ago. Has it ramped up significantly since then?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of routes, a lot of running, just trying to get myself up to speed, get in shape.
What do you think about this week? Any possibility for Sunday?
I don't know. I mean, I just got activated 20 minutes ago, so I don't know. I just take it day to day, just see how I feel, just get back out there, get into a flow of things. I'm not sure. I feel like I can run, but, you know, it's different when you get on the football field actually against other players. So I haven't been out there against anybody yet. I've just been with the trainers running routes and doing things like that. So it's going to be different getting out there against other players, but I'm up for the challenge.
Have you ever been in one of these playoff situations where it comes down to the last game?
Have I ever been in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in it last year when I was in Baltimore, but unfortunately it didn't go the way we wanted. We lost like on the last play of the game, 4th and 10, and that's how Buffalo got into the playoffs. So I was in this situation last year, actually. But hopefully it turns out a lot better for us this year.
How difficult has it been coming to a new team here and you really wanted to contribute and miss almost basically the entire season?
It's frustrating because, you know, you have big expectations for yourself and, you know, the team, and just not being out there. And some games, you know, when things are not going the way we all want them to go and you feel like you can be helping and contributing, it's frustrating. This is my first time ever going through it, but, you know, I have a lot of faith, and, you know, I just stay prayed up and just keep my head up
and just keep grinding and control the things I can. And that's just, going to attack and rehab every single day. And I did that, with a smile on my face every day and was positive as I could be about the situation. It's tough, but, I'm tough.
Do you think at all about the off season and what your future might be here? And so
I'm thinking about today and tomorrow practice. I mean, I've been around, fortunate to been around for 10 years. So, I've seen a lot of things in the game. So I've learned one thing is you can't look that far ahead. I just have to take it one day at a time, and whatever happened in the offseason happened in the offseason. I'm just trying to, get ready, prepare myself if I can come back this year and just make plays and help do whatever I can to help the team win.
Mike, you said one of the reasons you came here was for Carson Wentz, and obviously he might not be playing Sunday, but you might be playing. So, what's your excitement level to play with a guy like Nick Foles?
I mean, what can you? I don't think you have a better situation than this. Two great quarterbacks, and no matter who's out there, I know they're gonna give it their all, and they're gonna be in great control of the offense. So. Nick's a Super Bowl champion. He's a winner. He's a guy who just threw for almost 500 yards last week. So, he's an exciting player to play with and be on the team with him. And he's a leader. So, I don't care who's out there. I'm excited to, just be back into the floor of things and just hopefully contribute in any way.
Health-wise and in shape-wise, how do you feel right now?
Say it again?
Health-wise and in shape-wise, how do you feel right now?
Health-wise, I feel really good. Just in shape, it's kind of hard to tell because, like I said, I'll be out there running routes, and I think I'll be going at a pretty good pace, but it's different when you get out there and you actually at practice and, you got 20 seconds to get back to the huddle, you're running the play again, it's a little different, but I feel really good right now.
So Mike, you just touched on it, but what are the emotions like for you to get back to this point right now?
I'm excited, it's been, 12, 13 weeks has been a long road, from going through the pain every single day, just recovering and just learning, starting back to walking to actually running. It's exciting. It's an exciting time for me, but, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. It's not like, I go out there tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Sunday. That's not guaranteed, Like I said, I just go out there and take it one day at a time, and hopefully I can contribute on Sunday.
Are you going to push to try to force their hand to make you play on Sunday? Are you going to try to force their hand to make you play if you look good enough, feel good?
Nah, I'm not going to force nothing. It's my 10th year, man. It's my first time ever coming back from injury. I'm not trying to force anything, but if the law says the same and I'm healthy enough and I'm good to go, I'm with it. I want to get out there, but I'm not forcing anything. Like, I'm too late in my career to be forcing myself to play in any games. Like, my health is the most important thing to me. I want to be able to, make sure I be able to play with my kids and walk around and be healthy. So that's the most important thing for me. But, obviously this team is up there high on my priority list to get back out there and contribute to them for taking a chance on me in free agency. And I want to reward them and show them that I'm the player they thought I was. Unfortunately, I got cut short. But if like I said, the law says the same, I'll be back and I'll be out there making some plays.